G'day folks, I thought today I would show you how I flush and wash out my small two-stroke engine after I've used it. Now there's different ways to do this depending on what sort of engine you have and what the manual says. This is a 15 horsepower Yamaha and I believe it's a 2005 model. But for the life of me I can't find anywhere where it says the date, so I'm just guessing that. But this is, it's kind of the same with every engine, however the newer engines are slightly different. So you definitely want to read your owner's manual before you flush your engine, because yeah, there's different ways of doing it. But I'll show you how I flush this one and how I wash it after I use it. It's very important if you use it in the salt water, not so much if you use it in fresh water. However, I always wash it regardless. The first thing I do is just spray it down with the hose. So I've got this cover, just take that off. I don't spray it too much. You definitely don't want to get water up here. Up here is where the engine breathes, and you don't want water getting up there and into the engine. So you can spray the whole lot, but not up into the air intake. Don't take the cowling off and spray the engine, just leave that on. So I'll show you how I do it. It's very straightforward. Actually, before I do that, I'll show you this. So here's the fuel tank. Now you have a breather here. So when you use the engine, I'll do another video on this, on how to use the engine later on down the track. But if you can hear this, bit of a hiss, right? So I undo the air breather for the tank and let the pressure out. So when you use the engine, you have the little breather open so that the fuel can get sucked through there and it works fine. So before you wash it, just make sure that you snip this little air filter, air breather just closed, in case you get water on the tank and you don't want to get water in the tank. So that's that. So we just spray it down now so it's wet. That's all we need to do. What I also do, I lift the engine right up, lock it up there, and I spray underneath and around this section. And I turn the hose upside down and just spray in there. You don't have to do too much. I'm just getting it wet. Now the next part, I have very warm water in here. It was hot and I just added a little bit of cold. It's not necessary to use the warm water, but I like it. Just makes me feel like I'm doing a better job. Then I just put some dishwashing liquid, just a little bit, in with the water, so I can get some soap suds. And then I just wipe the engine down with this rag and all the spots that I could find. So just start at the top, just wipe the whole thing down. Some of the things I check as I'm going is I just make sure that this clip's on. This is a fuel line clip. I just make sure it's on, looks good. I make sure that the prop still feels good. There shouldn't be any play in it. I make sure that the nut is on and the pin is in. I make sure that there's no line around the prop. That's pretty much it for that. And I just kind of have a good look over it as I go. It's not complicated. Just make sure all the bolts are where they should be. This little part here is where the engine sucks the water in, so I can spit it out to cool it. I make sure that's not blocked. You should be able to see through it, both sides. I can see through it, that's fine. And that's about it. It's mainly a visual inspection, and I just kind of wipe the dirty bits off. Maybe I've gone through some weed or some moss or some algae, and that's about that for that. Now the next thing is we flush it. So how we flush it with these particular engines, and with most engines, most but not all, the new ones now you don't have to put these on, which is a really good thing, which means you don't have to start the engine either. But these are, I don't know the correct name for them. I call them earmuffs. There might be a more technical name, but you can see that you plug the hose in, put these over the intake here, so that when you plug the hose on, the water sucks the water. The engine sucks the water through these, out of the hose, through these, into the engine, and spits it out the little water spitter. So we put this on. Doesn't really matter whether it goes on this way or this way, as long as these bits, as long as these ears cover the vents. That's the main thing. So these vents, as long as these ears cover these vents on both sides. You might have to turn these two, depending on the size of your engine and the size of the earmuffs. See, if I put these on here, this way, inside the edges here, it's not sealed. So the engine's not going to suck the water up. But if I turn them this way, they're still large enough to cover the air intake, the water intakes, I think. That's better. I thought I had the wrong muff, so I've got two sets. I don't know how I got two sets, but this wasn't covering the water intakes well at all, but I've moved it backwards and forwards and now it's fine. So now I plug the hose onto it, start the engine. Up here a little bit is where the water spits out. So once I've started the engine, if the hose is plugged in correctly and the muffs are doing their job and the engine's sucking the water up, water should spurt out here to show that it's cooling the engine as it should be. Then I checked my manual last night. I haven't got a paper one, but I looked it up online, and I couldn't for the life of me find how long you're supposed to flush the engine for, with the engine running and the water running through the engine. I tried to Google it, and I got all sorts of answers that weren't consistent. Now, when I got my other boat serviced a while back, I asked the mechanic, and he said to let the water run through the running engine. I think he said 3 to 6 minutes or something like that. So I just let it run for 4 minutes. I just let the engine idle for 4 minutes. I think too, you want the engine to go up to its normal operating temperature, and when you feel the water flow, it should be warm. But I run it for 4 minutes, and I do that with my other boat as well. But definitely check your manual, because it might tell you otherwise. And if you know better than I do, put your answer in the comments below so I can work this out once and for all. So we'll plug the hose in, start the engine, and let it idle for 4 minutes. I always also run the engine with it all the way down. I don't know if that makes much difference, but that's how the engine runs, so that's how I flush it. So you can see the water's spitting out the little water intake, and that's what you want. So I'll just let that idle for about 4 minutes, and that'll be it. You want to make sure if the water's not spitting out, that you cut your engine straight away. Check the taps on and check that the earmuffs are covering the water intakes at the bottom of the engine. Sometimes the hose can pop off the earmuffs, so you want to just make sure, keep an eye, like don't run the engine and walk away, because it's possible that the hose will pop off or something weird will happen. So just hang around and watch it. So that's 4 minutes now. If I feel the water, it's nice and warm, so I figure that the engine's up to its normal running temperature. But it's had a good chance to just let the fresh water flush through it. I'll turn it off. So that's good. Now you can get, if you use your boat in salt water, and even if you don't, you can get this other thing called, I think it's called salt away. But whatever it is, I've never used it, but I should. I should for my other boat, because I use that solely in salt water. And that attaches to the bottom of the hose, and that runs special stuff through your engine as well as the water. And apparently, by all accounts, it's really good. So that's something else you could try, which certainly wouldn't hurt. All we do now, unplug the hose, and that's pretty much it. I then just wipe it over with a dry rag. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And if you do that and service your boat once a year or every 100 hours, as they recommend, your engine will last forever. I may do another video on how I flush my other boat's engine, wherever that is, the one I use out in the ocean. But it is the same principle. The newer engines have different ways of doing it, but if you have an older engine and you've got to flush it with a hose, that's the process to do it. But definitely check your manual, because it might tell you to do it other ways, it might tell you to do it better, but that's how I do it. So yeah, Yamaha 15 horsepower. It's a really good engine. I really am happy with it. It's due for a service, so I'll do that myself at some stage, and I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty straightforward. All right, see you in the next video.